Hi guys, so you're now tuned in to part 3 of Gemma's journey, and just a really quick recap if you are just tuning in now, go back, watch part 1 and part 2 because otherwise part 3 might not make much sense. But basically we are here to raise awareness for change for Gemma. And also, and on the back of that as well, it's really about a petition that Gemma has started, which is to make it compulsory that you get a full body scan after you have been diagnosed, or no, after you've been given the all clear from a primary cancer. So, yeah. So in the last two videos, we've just been talking about the your story. Yeah. Where you started. So we've already covered the primary cancer, which was in your groin. Yeah. You were given the all clear, and then you had some you had a back issue which you thought was nerve related. Yeah. Went to the GPs quite a lot, and then you then went and had a private CT scan.
MRI scan.
Private MRI scan done, and after that you were then advised to go straight to the hospital. Yeah. And the hospital then, they did their own scan, and they then did a full PET scan. Yeah. Which is when you were also told that it was in your abdomen and stage 4. Yeah. Yeah. So,
shit news.
Yeah, not good. So, just for people who are watching, stage 4 means...
It's incurable. Generally, I think... In some situations with stage 4, I think they can cure it, but in the majority it's incurable. Okay. So they manage it with whatever they think is best, which for me is chemo.
Okay, so they manage it with whatever treatment. Yeah. And the goal is to manage it by it not growing?
Yeah, basically to slow it down, to stop it growing, and just to prolong your life as much as possible. Okay. Basically.
And what kind of timescale do they give you on that?
So basically I asked my oncologist, and vaguely she said a few years. So it's very, I don't think we like to put a time on it, which I can kind of see why. Because I think everyone's different, which is the case. We can everything we can. So you ask them a question, and I get why they're doing it, but we say everyone's different. So
so it's almost like you want to go, just give me a fucking honest answer.
Definitely.
Just tell me.
Just fucking tell me. Like some people say, if you could have a date, would you? And I would.
Would you? You'd want to know.
Mainly because I need to know how much money I've got to spend. Do you know what I mean?
How long have I got to make this pot last?
Exactly. Because it is. Like, I can't work at the minute. Because I was self-employed. Yeah. Obviously, no one is going to employ somebody who's going through chemotherapy every day. Yeah. So,
and to be honest, like, you don't really want to be working anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like we joke around quite a lot, but you literally, this is the time where you do want to live your best life. You want to tick off your bucket list.
Yeah. And obviously, I've had very ups and downs with the treatment. So some days I'm absolutely fine. Some days I feel like shit. So it's very, I don't want to be.
You don't know.
Deadlines and shit.
No work deadlines needed. No. We're good for that. Yeah. So they say stage 4. Yeah. And how do you even put into words how you feel when you get told that?
Really.
It's not like you're young.
Yeah.
You're so super fucking young, and it's not really something you expect to get told. And I assume you weren't expecting that.
No. Well, I'd kind of done a little bit of research before, and I'm like, oh right, so it's secondary cancer. So the week before, I think I'd done a bit of Googling. Like, one thing about me is I'm not a Googler. Okay. I am, but when it comes to myself, I'm not.
Don't want to. You'd rather just not know. Yeah.
And I'm not really an overthinker. I don't think about much. So literally, the week before, I was like, I'll do a bit of Googling. I think I'd seen something on Instagram. I followed a girl who was in a similar situation as me. And she put, secondary cancer is generally incurable. And I was like, what? This was the first I'd heard of it.
Right, okay.
And I messaged my friend, probably quite unfairly on her. She's training to be a nurse. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is this incurable? She was like,
you'd really think that, like, they would tell you that?
Yeah, no. No, they did not.
They don't?
No. So it's very, I don't know. I suppose a lot of it is covering the wrong back, and a lot of it is everyone's situation is different. But yeah, luckily, as I say, I'm not an overthinker, so I'm very, take each day as it comes.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to overthink some bits, but I've got quite good at changing my mind away from it.
Yeah.
So that was, when was that? So the end of September, they told me that. I'm like, right, we're going to now get a plan together for your chemotherapy. I'm like, cool. So we did more scans. Yeah, that was it. So they're like, right, we're going to do more scans. And then we're going to start your chemo off the back of that scan. So again, it was about another 6 weeks before I started my chemo. We did a scan and they were like, it's in your liver. So it was aggressive.
Okay. Yeah.
And then at the end of October, so I was going to start the chemo on the 5th of November, and I think it was around the 29th of October, I had massive pain in my ribs. I was like, oh, I can't really breathe.
Yeah.
So my friend was like, you need to go to the hospital. So I did, and they were like, right, it sounds like it could be a blood clot on your lung. And I was like, okay, that's better than spine collapse. So I'm like,
okay,
let's hope it's blood clot,
yeah,
that's quite treatable.
Okay.
And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently once you have cancer, it's quite common to get blood clots.
Okay.
I didn't know this.
Okay.
So we did another scan. Yeah, another CT or MRI. But then we came back and we were like, no, it's your spine again. So I was like, fuck.
Again, and you've already had the surgery to remove.
Yeah, so their job really
did
was
they remove all 3?
What they did, their goal was not to remove the tumours, it was to stabilise my spine.
Right, okay.
So they're taking out what we can.
Right, okay.
But they were like, they're not cancer surgeons.
They're spine surgeons. The goal is to save the spine.
Yeah, which was the primary goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, they was like, so you've still got some tumour in your spine, so they're acting up again, pressing on your spinal cord.
Right, okay.
So we need to bring down the inflammation, and it started in my mid back as well.
Okay, so then it's starting to
spread
travel.
down my spine, yeah. So, this is when they were like, right, we're going to give you a massive dose of radiotherapy to try stop the inflammation in your spine.
Right.
And try, because this was very early stages, this mid back bit. So they're like, the radiotherapy could maybe stop that.
Okay.
So I'm like, cool. This was the day I was going to see Cher. So I'm like,
oh my god, so it's like not even that long ago, right?
No, this was end of October.
Right, okay, yeah.
And I'd got Cher tickets, which... Like,
can't miss Cher. That's like, Cher doesn't come to Leeds that often.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had radiotherapy at 5 o'clock, and I was in Cher concert by 7 o'clock.
Of course she was. She had a full glam squad, turn up, hair, makeup, outfit, done, radiotherapy, done, champagne in hand, thanks.
Yeah, basically. Because radiotherapy is quite weird. You don't feel an immediate effect from it.
Okay.
And when you're on the table, you don't feel it at all.
Right, so what is it like a day after?
Yeah, so then a day after, when I had it every day, they were doing it in smaller doses, obviously.
Right, okay.
And it wasn't my spine. But then the day after I'd been to Cher, I was fucked.
Right off.
Yeah, literally. And then for weeks afterwards, because radiotherapy attacks it, but it causes its own swelling as well. It's
quite aggressive, isn't it? It's an aggressive
really
form of treatment.
So the next few weeks, before the next few days, up until the chemo started, I was fucked. Like, so painful. So then I started the chemo, which was a 9-hour infusion. You were there for most of it.
I was there, yeah. I came with Starbucks in hand. And
please bring coffee.
Yeah, Starbucks. I think you had like a whole line of Starbucks.
Yeah, I was caffeinated.
Yeah.
So that was the first infusion. And we did say, you're not going to lose your hair again. Amazing. But this can affect your hearing.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility, not a certainty.
Yeah.
Obviously, my hearing was fucked straight away. Not fucked.
But, honey, you've still got hair on your head.
Exactly.
So, count your blessings.
So, literally, the next day, I had, is it tinnitus? Where you get
Yeah.
And then since it's not badly affected it, it's been in my left ear. But say if my hearing before was a 10 out of 10, it's now a 7 out of 10.
Right, okay.
So, we did that infusion. And then I was on I'm on chemo tablets every day now, so just take those twice a day. But obviously, when I went for the next infusion, we can't have it affecting your hearing because it'll just go permanently.
Right, okay.
So we swapped my chemo.
They changed it, yeah.
Yeah, which is a much less, I think it's a weak form of chemo, but we've upped the chemo tablets to balance it.
Right, okay. So you're still getting the same kind of strength and level, but they're just I guess they've got to figure out.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, what works best.
Yeah, for you. So it's to be honest, it's been fine. new infusion is only, say, 2 hours instead of 9 hours.
Okay.
I don't have any side effects from the chemo tablets. I'm on daily steroids, which, as you know, because I've moaned about it enough, it's fucking bloated my face up. It's not too bad for my neck.
Nothing to do with the midnight trips to the fridge. Nothing to do with that, Jen.
No. Steroids also increase your appetite, like ravenous.
Honey, you've got to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been starving.
Yeah.
And obviously now, because I've exercised from 6-week point to radiotherapy in October.
Yeah.
I'd started back in the gym.
Yeah.
Very light.
Yeah.
But doing something.
Yeah.
But then after this with my spine collapsing again.
Just not.
They're like, no.
Don't do anything.
Yeah,
Don't do anything. Not worth it.
So this is the first time. This is the longest I've not been in the gym for like 10 years. So.
How do you feel? Like how does that feel?
To be honest, at first, because the pain was so bad.
You just weren't even thinking about last thing on your mind.
Yeah. And then obviously we've had Christmas, which has been super busy.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to, I'm thinking about
You're
it
like,
more.
I want to
do something.
Yeah,
so
maybe you need, what can you take up? That's something that isn't too aggressive or challenging on the
so
body.
I've been walking a lot.
I was going to say, what do old people do?
I know, yeah, like, what's that Tai Chi shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I move my hands a lot.
You could do that. You're good for that.
Like a black belt. So this month, I've set myself a goal to like do 10,000 steps every day.
Every day, okay.
And then I have my 4th round of chemo, the infusion next week.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're doing my next set of scans at the end of January. So I imagine the beginning of February, I'll get the results from that.
Right.
So that'll tell us how well the chemo's working, if it's slowing it down, if it's working well, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping they say, right, it stabilises your spine, you can do some form of exercise.
Right, okay.
But
yeah.
Very optimism is
light.
very usually wrong.
We'll stick with 10,000 steps for now.
Yeah. And then we'll look at that. So that is the plan for now.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where we are at for now.
So that's where we're up to speed with your journey, really.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about now the petition. We get to the petition. So tell me about that, or tell me why you feel passionate. Obviously we know why you feel passionate about it, but why have you decided to take it upon yourself to take it on?
Yeah, so basically I have a very efficient friend, Daniel,
lovely guy,
and he was like, well, this isn't right, like how can you have a letter 1st of August you're doing fine, and then 8th of August you're fucked. Like, so he was like, I think we should start this change.org petition. And I was just like, he set it up before.
You're like, I'm in the middle of chemo, leave me alone.
I'm like, do I have to do much? Like,
just turn up.
I'm like, so basically the petition is, because obviously there's no real process. It seems very hit or miss if you do this full body scan to tell you if you've got secondary cancer. So basically, we're saying a process needs looking at. I'm not saying I have the answers, but there needs to be something
There
done.
needs to be something addressed.
Yeah, definitely. Basically, as I said in one of the earlier videos, it said, I think one of the NHS teaching hospitals had come back with a response saying, we do full body scans in appropriate situations. But I'm like, well, it was in my lymph nodes and that's how it's travelled up to my spine.
Yeah.
So
why wasn't I?
Situation?
And then how, you've not had an answer to that?
No. So
who would give you an answer for that?
Well, so this morning we met with Hilary Benn, my local MP.
Okay, yeah.
And he's going to send a load of questions that we've given him straight to the Health Secretary.
Okay.
For them to look at, to gather the information.
Yeah.
And get the response. But yeah, so basically we set up this change.org petition. Promoted it on social media, some local media, and it's doing really well. It's at nearly 53,000 signatures.
Wow.
How
and I think, is there a certain amount of signatures that you need?
So if it gets 100,000, I think we definitely have to take it into Parliament to be discussed.
Right.
But if it's got enough behind it, and the MPs are getting so many letters from their constituents saying this needs to be looked at, then we will do something about it without getting to the 100,000.
Okay, so at the moment you've gone to our local Leeds
MP.
BBC
Leeds, radio, and then the local Leeds MP for Central Leeds, which is where I'm based.
Right, okay, but what you need is for enough people to sign this, or for people to write to their local MPs.
Yeah, to get to get them to pass it on to the health secretary.
More
behind it,
basically. Yeah. So I think this really like apply, and I imagine a lot of people watching this they'll be watching this going, fucking hell, that happened to someone close to me, or I know someone in a similar situation. Because like we said in one of the previous videos, is like, since setting up this petition, it's actually there's so many cases that have happened like this.
So many. On the comment section of the petition, people can put their reason for signing, and so many of them are just such similar stories.
Yeah, they're like, had primary, was given the all clear, then later to find out that I had a secondary cancer elsewhere, and I wasn't given a full body scan. They only checked the primary area.
Yeah.
That they've missed the secondary.
Yeah, and so now so many people are at stage 4 and it's incurable, or a lot of people wrote it's happened to the sister of mums and they're dead. And we had one woman who I assume was a GP. She's like, I've seen this so many times in my surgery. People are giving this no evidence of active disease. 12 weeks later, dead because it's been a secondary. So yeah, basically, it's obviously not going to stop people getting secondary cancer.
No, it's not going to stop it. But like you said, if they can identify it a lot sooner, you would imagine it's not going to stop and cure all cases.
No, definitely not. But it could make it less aggressive. Like
they may have caught it when maybe there was just one tumour in the spine.
Yeah, exactly. And
instead
it could have
of 3.
managed with radiotherapy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have needed for 9-hour spinal surgery.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically. And it's just, if it not been somewhere as painful as my spine, say if it was just the stuff in my abdomen, I wouldn't have known about it. So I'd have got this letter saying we're going to scan you every 12 months now.
Because of course you've not just got secondary, you've got abdomen, liver,
spine.
Yeah,
it spread a lot.
Yeah,
it's like wildfire.
Literally.
It was very aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it could just stop it spreading to so many places. It could stop, like say, if it was just in my abdomen, I'd have trotted off for 12 months. Probably wouldn't have made it to that 12-month scan. It'd have killed me in the next 12 months. Yeah. So it's, like I say, it's not going to stop anyone getting secondary cancer, but it's maybe going to improve the treatment, improve the quality of life.
Yeah.
Just let people know that they've got it, rather than just dropping dead, thinking that they're all clear of cancer.
Absolutely.
Like one girl on the petition, she said her nan had been given this no evidence of active disease. 3 weeks later, she had a massive nosebleed and died because her brain was full of it. We've not picked up on that. So yeah,
devastating. Like it's so shocking. And what, why don't they do this?
Exactly.
Is it a cost thing?
I don't know. We've not had the answer, but I would assume it's a cost thing. But that makes no sense, because the cost to do a scan is massively less than what it must have cost to do
all
what
this
was done on
treatment.
me. Yeah. And say, for example, if I'd not been referred in time to the private MRI, I could have been paralysed. And then imagine all the cost of treatment for that, like me being a quadriplegic.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is. So basically, guys, we need you to sign this. We need your support. We need you to get behind it, and get as many signatures on there as possible. So it's a fucking shit situation, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
But a little bit. But do you know what? One thing I have to say about Gemma is that you're so positive and optimistic, and despite the constant knocks and blows that you keep getting. Obviously, I'm sure I know you have your low moments.
It's definitely not all like.
No, it's not all. No, it's all not all like unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah,
but
definitely not.
like the fact that you're using your time to make a difference to other people is like it's something super special. Do you know what I mean? So if it would just mean so much, especially to Gemma, but everyone that supports Gemma as well, it would mean so much for just to put your signature on there, get it on there. We're not saying write a letter to your local MP. Just sign it. Just simply sign it. So what's next for you?
So obviously treatment-wise,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the scan results, which I think will be February. So that's one big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully getting back to the gym. And then obviously trying to progress this. So we met with Hilary Benn today, which is my local MP, and it was really useful. And he's going to get his health secretary to answer some of these questions for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, just really trying to
just continue to just build awareness around this.
Yeah.
Spread the message.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want people to really, if they themselves or someone they know have been given this no evidence of active disease but not been given a full body scan, push for
it.
Definitely.
Push for it. Yeah. And like we were saying before, it's like you expect to what the hospital tells you or your doctors tell you. You
very experts.
Yeah.
So you expect it to be right.
Yeah, you put your faith in them, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
So it kind of, I guess you probably feel like you've been let down by the system.
Yeah, and it's weird because I don't feel any pissed offness towards the people at St James's.
No, it's not personal, isn't it? It's not about the staff. It's I think it's about more the infrastructure of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if there was a better process in place, then like you say, like this wouldn't be happening to you and to other people, because at the end of the day, like your life is being massively cut short.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
and I think it's a process thing. So it's that I think needs to be looked at. That's what I'm pissed off with.
Yeah.
It's definitely not like the oncology team at St James's are amazing. So yeah, basically just want to get this pushed forward and see what we can do to change it.
To make change.
Yeah.
So basically